channel. My name is Zoe and this is going to be my March TBR. I really hope you enjoy this video. If you do, please subscribe, and if you're new here, hello! Join the club. Anyway, let's get on to our first book. I started this quite some time ago. When I'm saying quite some time ago, I mean like last year sometime. And this is The Sun and Her Flowers by Rupi Kaur, I think, is that his name? And I got a little way through it, but not loads. And I was enjoying it. I just haven't found many of these poems too relatable yet. And I think that's the problem with it. And that's the problem I'm having at the minute. Nothing to do with like the poems, but like the poems aren't bad, they're really good. I just don't find them relatable at the minute. So I would like to get to more of these poems to hopefully find more relatable ones. I would like to get to a manga, and this is Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 1. And I mean, just look at that colour. Beautiful. And this is in a world where cursed spirits feed on unexpected humans, fragments of the legendary and feared demon Roman Sukuna have been lost and scattered about. Should any demon consume Sukuna's body parts, the power they gain could destroy the world as we know it. Fortunately, there exists a mysterious school of Jujutsu sorcerers who exist to protect the precarious existence of living from the supernatural. I've been wanting to get to this one for ages. I just don't know why I haven't picked. Sorry if you can see the ring light in my glasses. I don't really know what to do about it. I fiddle about with the light loads and it just doesn't seem to... Is that a bit better? Okay. No, you can still see it. I'm really sorry. But yeah, I've been meaning to get this one for ages. I don't know why I haven't. I mean, look at her, man. So yeah, my aim is this one, this month. Then I have decided that I want to pick up Daughter of the Moon Goddess by Su Lin Tan. Can we just appreciate how beautiful this book is? Like, stunning. And this is just like, oh, some of my candles falling off. This is just like the normal edition. Like, I can imagine how beautiful all the like Fairy Loot and Lumicate Crate editions are of this book. But yeah, stunning. So this book, what are you about? A retelling inspired by the Mid-Autumn legend. There are many legends about my mother. Raised on the moon, oh god, oh my god, how do you say this? Exingen was unaware she was being hidden from the celestial emperor who exiled her mother for stealing the elixir of immortality. But when her magic flares and Xingling's existence is discovered, she is forced to flee her home, leaving her mother behind. Alone, powerless and afraid, Xingling. I can't say this name and it's really frustrating me. I'm so sorry. Xingling. Yin makes her way to the Celestial Kingdom, a land of wonder and secrets. In disguise, she trains alongside the Emperor's son. I'm sensing a romance. Mastering archery and magic despite their passion which flames between them. This is what I need in my life right now. To rescue her mother, can't say her name, embarks on a quest, confronting legendary creatures and vicious enemies. But when forbidden magic threatens kingdom, her name must challenge the ruthless emperor, leaving her torn between losing all she loves or plunging the realm into chaos. Oh my god. Yes, please. This sounds like such good fantasy. I think it's YA as well, so it shouldn't be too difficult to read. Next on the TBR is The Astonishing Colour of After. Again, another beautiful book. This is like, there's no dust jacket on it, it's the naked cover. And I kind of love it. I kind of love it. I saw Throne of Pages. I saw Isabella reading this on her channel a little while ago, and I thought, I need to pick this up. So, this sounds really sad. Really sad. I didn't cry. That was not my mother. My mother is free in the sky. She doesn't have the burden of a human body. Is not made up of a single dot of grey. My mother is a bird. Oh God. Leah Chen Sanders is absolutely certain about one thing. When her mother died by suicide, she turned into a bird. Oh my God, can I read this? Leah travels into Taiwan to meet her grandparents for the first time. There, she is determined to find her mother, the bird. In her search, she wins up the chasing after ghosts, uncovering family secrets and forging new relationships with her grandparents. And as she grieves, she must try to rekindle the fact that on the same day she kissed her best friend and crush, her mother was taking her own life. Alternating between reality and magic, past and present, hope and despair, The Astonishing Colour of After is a stunning and heartbreaking novel about finding oneself through family, history, art, bravery and love. I want to cry just reading the blurb. I'm going to be an absolute mess. I'm going to be a mess. I'm going to be a mess. I feel it. So yeah, I would like to get to that one. And again, it's another YA, so it shouldn't be too hard to read because those are quite chunky books, but they're not like a fantasy, like adult fantasy or adult, you know. So it shouldn't be too hard. And these are kind of the maybe. I just want to make myself cry, clearly. This is The Stationery Shop, a novel by March Kamali. Powerful. And this book. That foiling, and we appreciate the flop. Yeah, and it's got like these, I don't know what these pages are called. Does anybody know? They're like chunky at the edges, like they've been rough cut. I kind of love it. So, oh my God. Roya, a dreamy, idealistic teenager living amid the political upheaval of 1953 Tehran, finds a literature oasis in Kindly, Mr. Farhan's neighbourhood stationery shop, stocked with books, pens and bottles of jewelled coloured ink. Then Mr. Fakhar Rai was with a keen instinct for a budding romance, introduced her to his other favourite customer, handsome barman who has a burning passion for justice and love for Rumi's poetry. And Roya loses her heart at once. Their relationship blossoms and the stationery shop remains their favourite place in all of Tehran. A few short months later, on the eve of their marriage, Roya agrees to meet Baham at town square, but suddenly violence erupts. A result of the coup that forever changes their country and future. In the chaos, Bahman never shows for weeks. Roya tries desperately to contact him, but her efforts are fruitless. Reluctantly, she moves on to college in California, to another man, to a life in New England, until a chance encounters nearly 60 years later gives her the opportunity to ask. Apparently it's really sad. I think Chloe Reed, is that her name, or Chloe Bunny, whatever her name is, read this a little while ago again, and she cried, I'm pretty sure. Quite a sad book, but yeah, kind of going for like, I don't know, spring vibes. I don't know if any of those books are spring vibes, but that's just how I feel. And another one I would like to try and get in there is, I don't know why, I think it's the colours. It's the colours that get me on this one for spring. The Wisteria Society of Lady Scoundrels by India Holton. Look how beautiful that is. A prim and proper lady thief must save her aunt from a crazed pirate and his dangerously charming henchmen in this fantastical historical romance. That's all I'm going to read on that one. If you want to read it, I want to go into it blind, and I've heard a lot about this. and I'm really excited to read it. So yeah. And then I've got kind of ones, unfortunately, the last week of February kind of didn't go my way. I didn't end up finishing the books I really wanted to finish. Hang on a minute, there's one more. Now, this is definitely not spring, but I wanted to read it for ages, so I'm going to read it. Seance Tea Party by Romania Yee. Pretty sure this is more like autumn, but I want to read it. I want to read it. And I'm pretty sure this is sapphic, yes. No one has time to play outside or use their imagination or do anything fun. My candle just scared the life out of me then. Who wants that? Not Laura. She's determined to still have fun even after all her friends seem to fade away with their new interests and new friends. A magical tea party introduces Laura to Alex, the ghost that haunts her house. Alex will be kid forever. But what will happen as Laura continues to get older? And like, I mean, look at the art style. It looks gorgeous. I really want to get to this. I mean, it's definitely autumnal, but. So yeah, as I was saying before, there's some books that unfortunately I did not finish, which I'm really sad about because I really wanted to finish them. I just didn't. So I'm gonna kind of roll them over and hope to finish them like the start. First one being Ruthless Vows by Rebecca Ross. I'm that far in. This is a really easy read. I am loving this. I just didn't have a very good mentally week this past week, so I didn't get to finish it. So that is high priority. This is going to be finished either this weekend, as it's the weekend right now, or next week. Is my absolute priority is this one first out of all of them. I probably should have done this first, but I've done it backwards. Still got an audiobook for Check-in Mate by Ali Hazelwood, which again I was meant to finish last month, but again I didn't feel like reading, didn't feel like listening to any audiobooks, but I'm pretty sure I got further than this, so I haven't got much left. But Ali Hazelwood Check-in Mate is a romance that is to do with chess, and Mallory Greenleaf has kind of, she's done with chess. She doesn't want to do it. Something happened with her father which we don't know about, and she's not doing it anymore. Her mother's not very well, so she's kind of the one in charge of her family and her house, all the bills and stuff like that. So she's had to grow up before she wanted to. So, and then she loses her job, and then this opportunity where she gets paid to do chess and stuff arises, which obviously she chooses, and then she falls in love with a chess player. Basically that's the gist of this book, but it's very entertaining and I really like it at the moment. It's just a fun kind of Ali Hazelwood book. So yes, that is all the books I'd like to get to in March. It's realistically, I ain't gonna get to half these probably, but I like to have options. I'm definitely a mood reader as well, so it's probably gonna be one of these books where I'm like, yeah, I don't want to read this right now, I want to read something else. So, but I like to make these videos, and I think that it's nice to have options. It's nice to kind of, if you do achieve them, it's nice to have achieved it. So yeah, really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and yeah, I will see you in the next video.